Hello, I hope you're well. My name is Jack, and today we're checking out the Seismic bass suite from Modern Metal Songwriter. So about a year ago, these guys got in touch and I ended up doing a video for them for their Clairvoyant Metal amp plugin, which is absolutely awesome. If you've not seen that, I'll link it up here. The video turned out great, and it's a similar vibe with this one. It's not a paid sponsorship video, there's no money exchanged hands. They reached out again and asked if I wanted to do a video, and of course I was like, absolutely. So with that in mind, let's jump straight into the video. For this video, I'm going to be playing my Hofner violin bass. It's just a cheapie, but it sounds absolutely great, and it's got flat bands on. So keep that in mind when hearing these tones. So when you open up the plugin, you're met with this lovely looking bass amp. The graphics on this across the board are absolutely excellent, particularly on the pedals, which I'll show you in a little bit. So the idea of this is that it's 3 amps in one. So you can chop and change in this section here between 3 different amplifiers and blend them using the crossover feature on here, and it kind of changes the frequency of each amp where they would meet, and it's brilliant. You've got your normal EQ here, Quake, which is another EQ feature, Enhance, and an actual EQ here as well. So currently, this is the tone we're currently rocking. Sounds really cool. Let's change some of these. Why don't we go 3, 2, 1? Let's see what that sounds like. Nice. Let's make them all the same amp and see what happens, and then maybe I'll drag the EQ a little bit as well to see if we can hear some difference. Let's go amp 3 across the board. I like it. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and I'll move the EQ. Just sounds really great. Like, there's just loads of... This is one of those plugins where you could just spend hours finding the exact sound you wanted. Let's try the Quake feature. I really liked it on when it was 3, 2, 1. I don't know why, but I thought that sounded really cool. We're going to go back to that, and I'm going to move this Quake up and down. Just sounds absolutely class. Let's try the enhanced one as well. So all the way at the bottom. Sounds absolutely wicked. In this section as well, it's probably worth noting that we've got a gate. I really like that it's got the on-off feature. I think on the Clairvoyant, if it was all the way on 0, like all the way to the left, it was off, whereas you can turn it on and off and just set it, which is quite nice. So if you're rocking like a high gain tone, and you know where you want your threshold, you could just turn it off and on instead of like trying to go back and forth. So I think that's quite a nice little feature. You got a tuner, which is pretty accurate. Currently ever so slightly out of tune, but that's fine. And its own graphic EQ, which is pretty cool. Okay, so the section I want to show you next is the cabs and IRs. So this is where you're going to start to see the graphics looking absolutely awesome. And this is a really functional section of this plugin. I really think Modern Metal Songwriter have really upped their game in this particular section. So you've got side A and side B. You can choose between a 1x15 cab or a 410. You can choose what microphone, the position of the microphone, the level, the distance, and the pan. And you can do that on both, and you could either have just cabinet A or just cabinet B or a blend of both. So we're going to stick with cabinet A for the time being and slam it all over to one side. Currently got a 115 cab with a 412 mic. That currently sounds like this with the current settings. So what's really cool about this is you can change the microphone. So currently got a 421. Let's say you want a U47. It changes the picture as well as the impulse response. So now we sound like this. Sounds wicked. Another favorite part of this is you can change the position, and it does actually change the position of the mic on the screen, you know, so it goes to sounding like this. Which, you know, I just think that's really cool that it moves. I think that's absolutely sick. You can change the distance, going from sounding like this to this, all the way up. Super, super clever. So I went back to the 421 because that's in the patch that I've currently got, and there's the settings as before. Now I'm going to show you what it sounds like blended with a 4x10 and a sub mic. Okay, so all the way to A. Let's blend it in. Absolutely wicked. And again, you know, you've got total control of all of those. You can change the mic to whatever, and change the cab. It's just really, really, really clever. Really, really like it. Okay, so we're now into my favorite part of the plugin, the pre-effects. Again, I absolutely love the attention to detail. I think the graphics on this are awesome. A huge step up from the Clairvoyant, which was already insane. So we've got a few different pedals here. We've got a fuzz, an overdrive, a compressor, and ultra distortion. You can change the order of which they go into each other. So you can have OD into fuzz or fuzz into OD, and same with distortion and the compressor. I've just kind of got it set as is, and I've been rocking these settings, which are going to be on a preset, which we'll talk about in a little while. So let's go straight in with the clean tone. I've been rocking this fuzz. This is my favorite pedal on the whole thing. Let's hear how this sounds. I've got the volume kind of at 10, 11 o'clock, sustain all the way up, and tone about 1 o'clock. Let's see how it sounds. Oh, it's just absolutely great. Should we just see what it sounds like, volume all the way up? Oh, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely love that. We've got an overdrive pedal. These are the settings I've kind of been rocking for this as well. The clean tone. Overdrive. Kind of reminds me of Queens of Stone Age. Should we whack the drive up? See what that sounds like? Let's just go all in. Love it. Then we got compressor. Kind of cool. You can change it between FET and VCR and the ratio. as well as the controls on the front as well. This, again, these are just the settings that I've currently got. So before, just a great compressor. Ultra distortion, two sides to this. You got one side that is more the EQ based stuff, where you've got like control over your low and high mids and stuff like that, and then you can add in the distortion. So we'll do that first. So we've got the clean tone, turn that drive up. Just sounds absolutely great. Let's put the drive all the way up. Sounds like really early Sabbath, like Behind the Wall of Sleep, which I can't remember how to play, but that's what that song reminds me of. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so now we're coming to the post effects. You've got a 10-band EQ, which I'm probably not going to demonstrate just because everyone knows what EQ does. But the modulation here, the chorus modulation, sounds absolutely amazing. I was struggling to think of bass tones that have got choruses on, but I suppose the first one that came to mind was Duff from Guns N' Roses. I think he used to have a bit of chorus on his bass. So let's hear it. So this is the settings I've been rocking. This is before. Whack it on. Just a really, really nice chorus. Let's go crazy with it. Let's turn everything up crazy. Not that anybody would ever use it like that. So there you go, that is the Seismic bass suite from Modern Metal Songwriter. What a great plugin. You know, I think they've done an amazing job. The Clairvoyant I was a huge fan of and was really excited to make a video about that, and was really excited when they asked me to do a video on this as well. It's great, you know, I think if you're looking for a bass plugin that's a bit of an all-rounder but works really well, you could spend hours and hours getting the perfect tone. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So I will link their website in the description so you can go and check this out for yourself. They've asked me to make a preset for this, which I was super excited about. I did one for the Clairvoyant as well, which was a solo from a song I wrote called Sober. I based the tone off the solo tone for that. I'm not a bass player, so I kind of went crazy with this plugin. I've called it What the Fuzz, which I have an awful feeling that somebody else may call their preset that, but doesn't matter, it's all good. I've called it What the Fuzz because the fuzz is my favourite thing on here and I think it sounds awesome. All of the settings on all the other pedals are the settings that I like as well. So I've made the preset with those settings as well, but the fuzz is the thing that is turned on immediately, I suppose. So yeah, that kind of wraps it up for this video. I'm going to play out with some fuzz tones. I'll leave the website link in the description. Subscribe if you like what you've seen and give it a like and all that good stuff. I've been Jack and I'll see you on the next one.